Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, I'll tell you what, it is always tremendous to be back out here with all of you again. And we are going to take a continued look at Vinebound, Tangled Together. This is a bullet heaven roguelite that really grabbed my attention and didn't let go. I want to thank the dev again for giving us such an opportunity to see this early. This is going to be coming out on April 17th, so you know, we're at a point where we're right around the corner, right? I think that's fair to say. And we have shown off the first two areas. This is going to be a look at the third area, and I'll tell you what, it's going to get a little bit hot out here, and maybe in ways that you won't like. I don't know. We're going to have to find out if you like it or not, but well, we're going to do the best we can, and we're going to have a good time doing it. Maybe we'll sip some coffee along the way. And by maybe, I mean, of course we'll sip coffee along the way, because of course we will, right? And we're going to leverage those explodey guys for just a moment here. Thank you so much for taking those guys out for us. If this is your first time seeing the game, welcome aboard. This is really, I think, designed to be played by two individuals. But I'll tell you what, the solo mode is quite fun. I think at first it hurt my brain for a little bit. Probably not shocking to anybody that's hung out here in the past, but I really took a liking to it. And so basically I'm controlling both of those things at once, right? So we've got the, I'm going to call it the claw, right? The grabby, and the player character, right? So let's go with some juice magnet, and let's go with Grandma's spice, because that's going to help us when we start applying all kinds of debuffs and damage over time, and we're gonna have some fun out here. Okay, let's go mushroom jelly. Speaking of debuffs, and let's go with Grandma's ladle. And that's just, again, going to help set us up for success when we get to a point where we can start debuffing. I hope everybody's week is, well, I was going to say off to a good start, but I suppose it's hump day, right? I can't do it justice. You've seen the camel commercial, right? Hump day? You know what I'm getting at. All right, let's go with some movement speed, and let's go with some quantity. Yeah, this is a fast-moving week so far. It's a busier week, and so I think, of course, that's helping keep it move along very quickly. Let's go with quantity this time, and I am going to go with some Necro Cola. That can get quite awesome out there, especially if you're taking out packs of enemies like that, and they're dropping necro bombs. Sometimes I wonder about the inspiration for some of these powers, and sometimes I wonder enough to do a video about it. And buckle up, because that's what we got coming on Friday. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's do Applied Chance. Let's do that. We'll have even more necro bombs out there. We should probably grab some health and then look for opportunities to raise the max health if we can. All right, perfect. So there's our health. And let's do burst amount, and then let's do, well, this would probably help all of the attack size, but this is going to take that to 2 right off the bat, so let's do that. The meta progression helps with that. Looks like we grab the magnesis. along the way as well, which is wonderful. There should be something nice for us in this chest if we can get this open. Oh boy, oh boy. You know, when you get set on fire, your person kind of goes out of control a little bit. Almost like slipping on ice. But not ice, very much the opposite of ice. But you know what I'm saying. All right, I think we're going to show off the boomerang because we opened that up last time. And I'd like to show you that in action. It doesn't look like much now, but believe me, it can get pretty good. Just have to power it up is all. All right. Oh boy. Okay, let's get a move on here. I think we're gonna go with weak potency, and let's do... Well, let's do this. That'll help with leveling up in general. Oh, look at this little boy. Let's go ahead and steal from him if we can. Those gold pips, of course, are what allows for the additional meta progression upgrades in the game. But so far, this is a nice build that we've got going. All right. I appreciate the peppers with stems that are on fire. Let's definitely do burst amount, and let's go damage on the necros. Mainly looking at options that are already tuned up a little bit with the progression, so they start out at a higher level organically. Just a nice shot in the arm, you know? All right, perfect. Oh, that went really well with those necro bombs. Kind of a lifesaver. Okay, so we get both of these things, and sometimes you even get 4 total. That's great. Sauce chance and effect. Additional juice magnet. Love it. That's the other thing. I mean, if you've hung out here for a minute, you know that I like the magnesis options in my bullet heavens. Need those pips, right? Alright, let's take these guys out. See if we can grab one more level up before the next area boss. Which, is it fair to call the broccoli? I don't think the broccoli guy is a mid-boss that's gonna drop a chest. This might be interesting. Let's do that. And let's go piercing. Should help a little bit. Oh, time stop. Nice. This is where the necro bombs really start to come into play, I think. Let's do piercing on that side as well. And what do we want to do here? I think critical chance. Oh boy. It's getting crowded. Alright, things are opening back up a little bit. And we've got a mini boss on the scene. All right. Oh boy. Outstanding. All right. I would love to grab some additional health. As long as we can stay out of the lava pools. Oh boy, that's a bad spot. Okay, so the T-tome creates a continuous T-stream in the middle of the vine facing outwards. Or the blender. I am leaning blender. Okay, speaking of the blender, let's power it up a little bit. And flower speed, more power. Right, so the flower going back and forth that triggers the attacks. Let's do that. That would be nice. Okay, all right. Okay, now we really need help. So let's go with area. And let's go flower speed again. Okay. I am looking for these pots so that we can hopefully... There we go. There's a heart. All right, this is not ideal timing for this to be shrunk down that much. Let's go burst amount and let's go flower speed again. Okay. Necro bomb's really coming in handy right now. I'm glad we went all in on those. You know what? Let's take a sip here. Cheers to all of you out there. Let's go with area and let's just fully max the apply chance on the necros. I was just saying how helpful those were. All right, things have opened back up right on time. Perfect, there's some health. Still would love to increase the max HP if we can. Don't know if we're gonna get to do that or not at this point. But we're not gonna lose hope. All right. Okay. So I think we're gonna go max plus on the quantity, and we'll put another point into. Well, this is tempting here, but I think it makes sense to just boost the area of those again, because they are such a prevalent part of the arsenal. Ooh, now that's not so good, is it? All right, let's clear that out with the necros. That's perfect. All right, good deal. What do we got? So, apply chance, great. So, plus XP earned. Cactus glove, plus attack damage. Okay, yeah, nice general boost to damage across the board. I don't mind that at all. Well, I suppose by max. Maybe they didn't want to call that max. Maybe max is the wrong word, right? Because then you can max plus. So let's do that, and I guess we'll go max plus on the area. So, you know, you have large and then you have supersize, right? Right. Would you like to supersize that? Remember that? Is that still a thing? It's been so long since I've been to Mickey D's, you know. I used to go a lot in the younger years. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Every once in a while for coffee, you know, usually a decaf, like later in the day, when I don't want to bother to make the decaf myself, because it's later in the day. If you know, you know. Let's go with more boomerangs, and let's go, I guess let's go max plus. Let's supersize it. All right. We should probably look for some pots real quick, right? Okay, let's grab that. And we are close to a level up here. All right, burst amount. I think we'll do that this time. And I guess, you know, everybody gets the sauce now. Everybody gets a sauce. Oh, have we reached the final? I think we have. Oh, we have. Okay. Cross your fingers. I was joking about that the other day in the Nordhold video when things didn't go our way. I said it was one of you. One of you didn't cross your fingers hard enough, and then you know, somebody commented and said, you're right, it was me. It was me. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. Best community ever. All right, let's do burst amount, and let's do crit chance. And so far, this is looking pretty okay. I'm not really paying attention to the attacks. I'm more watching the acorns of fire, right? That's what I'm calling them. We better get the heck out of Dodge. Oh, that's nice for us. Oh, my roots grow deeper. That's not so nice for us. Okay. So we have part 2. Let's see how we do here. Are there any pots in the vicinity where maybe some health could be found? Oh wow, still leveling up. Let's do area. And let's do burst amount. The blade has become quite good. Alright, so if we can keep a good distance. Oh man. They are polluting the ground with flames. All right, let's do... I think we want to just do this, some additional attack damage, and let's go with crit chance also. All right. I feel pretty good about the prospects of a W. All right, let's go area, and let's go burst them up. Yeah, we've been able to keep these guys at more than an arm's length for a while. That was great. Let's, well, I was gonna say let's grab all that stuff, but so much for that, huh? Cheers to you. Now, I don't know if there are any more cards to unlock at this point, and so I don't think, we're seeing that pop-up menu where usually the eggs pop up out of the ground, if you saw previous videos. But I still do have some things that I can upgrade in here so that they start out at a higher level, as we saw in some of the cards that I was picking up. So, folks, this is such a fun video game. Vinebound, Tangled together. You could have a great time playing this with a game. Yeah, you could have a great time playing this game. You would have a great time playing this game with another person, but it's fun solo as well. So keep it on your radar screen. This comes out April 17th. And I'll tell you what, I would happily play more of this. I think it's just the 3 areas for right now. If they added to this, I would be happy to play more. I know you can add to the difficulty levels of the stages and go back in. That's not really my thing, but I know some people really geek out on that, the additional challenges. But if there were more areas, I would absolutely play more. Okay, so let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time because they're the best. And you're the best. Really appreciate the support. And we'll see you next time. Take care out there. Goodbye.